What's funny?
What?
Well, you were laughing.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, she was. What's the joke?
Oh, there is no joke, believe me.
Roy?
Mm-hmm.
It's Scott's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Vivi's invited us over for a meal at Willie. What's funny now?
She's on another planet.
Well, she really wants us to go.
Since when have you started doing stuff just because Viv asked you to do it?
It's for Donna as much as anything. I think we should go. Maybe it's a chance to put all the bad stuff behind us.
I don't think so.
You don't even want things to get better.
Look, what is it with you? One minute you're giving me grief because I'm working with him, trying to earn us both a living. Next you're giving me grief because I don't want to go to his flaming birthday party. Will you make up your mind?
Well, if you're not going to go, I will.
No, you're not.
You can't tell me what to do.
After what he's done to you, well, us.
But you're in business with him.
I'm asking you not to go.
It is only his birthday. What is the big deal?
You can't see that, Kelly. Then we're both wasting his flaming time.
Honestly, it's really soothing.
No, leave it, Mum.
Just a dab.
No!
I'll come and see you at the garage later if you like.
Why?
Well, sometimes it's easier for an outsider to spot a potential safety hazard. I did a safety course once.
Mum, I told you, the bonnet slipped. It smacked me in the face. It was my own fault.
At least you got your birthday to look forward to.
Yeah, Kelly told me about the meal.
Oh, she's coming. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm really pleased.
Mum, actually, can we give it a miss?
But you're 20.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like celebrating it with this on my face anyway.
Oh, you poor thing. I'll tell you what. Why don't I whip up something really special here at home instead? And then you don't have anything to worry about.
Mum.
I'll just go and call Kelly.
No!
What?
I'll ring her.
Well, it's no trouble.
We never know. I might change my mind, eh?
Well, don't leave it too late, OK?
Why don't you tell Mum the truth?
That is the truth.
I'm not totally thick. It was Roy, wasn't it?
Did you see him hit me?
No. But he had that tyre thing in his hand. I know what happened.
Donna, forget about it.
Why?
Because if you've seen how happy Mum is, do you want to ruin all that?
No.
Right, well then go to school and forget about it. It's nothing.
Where the hell is Kelly?
Don't look at me.
It's nearly 9:30.
Perhaps you should have a word with her.
Me?
Sean's right. Kelly's here to work, just so that you can...
So that I can what? So that I can what, Laura?
Look at this!
Oh, thank you, God.
I'll give him a ring, see if I can get any more details.
What?
Hi, can I speak to Mr. Blanchard, please? Yeah, I'll hold.
Hi, is Angie Reynolds round? Yeah, it's Sean.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, I'm still holding.
What's going on?
Could you tell her to give us a ring if you see her? No, I'll tell you what. Tell her to try and get back home for lunch if she can. I've got some news.
Have you got anything to say?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I didn't tell Mum and Donna won't say anything. Does Kelly know?
Can we just get on with his work?
Well, does she know?
Look, I know where I stand, you know where you stand. That's the end of it as far as I'm concerned. Unless you want to argue about it some more.
No.
Right.
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
What can I get you?
Actually, come to think of it, doesn't really matter.
I promise I won't laugh
Beg your pardon?
or make judgments of any kind.
Sorry?
If your purchase is of a private nature or could be construed as embarrassing in any way, you can trust me to be discreet.
Well, just wanted a couple of bottles of that champagne.
Having a party? Don't worry, I'm not offended. I wasn't fishing for an invitation.
Will that cover it?
Oh yes.
We'll keep the change.
Wait!
What's going on?
People throwing their money away.
So you're not at work today then?
I am actually. Something you want to say about it?
No, it's just that you're here and not there, and it seems a bit early for lunch. Forget I said anything, Kelly.
They've all gone off, so don't see why I should be stuck up with the haulage on my own, bored out of my brains.
So you only work with those other people in the office, hey?
Look, they're having this big party, right? I didn't get invited, so I ain't going to sit round waiting for the phone to ring half the day. They've got a machine that can do that.
Oh, Chris is having a party.
Oh, well, you know, Lady Tara's opening a new stud or something at Home Farm.
Oh.
And then they got this letter from the police and they all went loopy.
The police?
Yeah, about the crash.
What?
You know, the crash.
Kelly, what did it say?
I don't know, do I? But they're not being taken to court or nothing. Chris was pretty pleased.
Betty? Take over here a minute. There's something I've got to do. All right? Won't be long.
What about me order?
What's going on?
And then she left all this money. And it's nearly £6 over. Do you think I should go after her?
If Laura Johnson said keep the change, that's her business. It's yours. It's obviously a tip for you, and you're not telling me you couldn't do with the money.
Emily.
Hello, Kathy. What can I get you? Bottle of champagne?
Sorry? It's a long story. I need to talk to you.
Is it about the crash?
I'm afraid it's bad news. There isn't going to be a prosecution against Tate Haulage.
What? Nothing at all?
I know, it's outrageous. I still can't quite believe it myself. Look, I'll try and find out more. I mean, I only heard it from your Kelly.
Oh, well.
Well, she could have got it wrong, I suppose. Emily...
Angie! Angie!
Hi, Dad.
Mark! Hey, it's great to see you. Are you stopping?
No, I just heard the news.
What? About us not being prosecuted? Who'd you hear that from?
Oh, Kelly Glover was in the diner.
What was she doing there? Look, don't answer. I don't want to know. Here, have a beer. You cannot imagine what this feels like. I mean, I didn't realise it at the time, but whatever I've been doing every minute for the last 4 months, at some part of my brain I must have been thinking, I am going to get hammered for this. No wonder things have been so heavy round here. And then it hits you. Bang! You're in the clear.
I'm chuffed for you, Dad. Really.
What's going on?
No prosecution.
Oh, that's fantastic news.
And I've got you these.
What for?
What do you mean, what for? For everything.
Don't go soft on me, Sean Reynolds.
And Mark's here. It's a good day.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Mom.
Come through.
Hi. Thought I'd better bring this round.
What is it?
It's a full report from the vehicle inspector. Just want to pick it up. I made you a copy.
Well, it's not bad news, is it?
I don't know. I think you better read it.
Here we are, Emmerdale. Nice cup of tea for you. That'll make you feel a lot better. Now, shall I put some sugar in it for you?
What's up with her?
Oh, well, she's a bit upset, you know, about what you told us.
Don't tell Chris I said anything. He'll throw a right mood if he thinks I've been stirring it.
What's up? That was one of those conversations you can't quite believe you're actually having.
Well, what's happened? Come on, Kathy, look.
They finally delivered the report on the vehicles.
Oh, about time.
It puts Tate Haulage in the clear. That's why CPS is saying there are no grounds for a prosecution.
Well, what's in this report? I understood that the brakes were supposed to be faulty.
That's the infuriating thing. Unless there's a court case or an inquiry, the report stays confidential. Well, apparently Tate Haulage get a copy, but we can't see it.
Oh, no, they can't do this, surely.
Betty, I feel like I've been smacked round the face.
Poor little Emily, I feel sorry for. Do you think we should take her home?
No, she'll be all right in a minute. Just leave her. There's got to be some way we can get hold of this report. Kelly, I don't suppose you could smuggle us out a copy, could you?
No way, sorry. Anyway, they took all the stuff up to Home Farm when they went off.
It's hard to believe that this lets them off scot-free.
I won't be satisfied till I've seen it with my own eyes.
Why don't you ask Chris? He might let you look at it, you never know.
Somehow I don't think so.
Thanks for the tea.
Emily?
So what's it say?
It says, Sean Reynolds, you are the jammiest beggar this side of Leeds. It says if we could get you for this, we would, but we can't.
So what does that mean?
Well, although the truck was overdue for its service, it was only by a few days. Basically, they can't prosecute because they can't prove 100% that the fault would have been picked up, even if Lisa had looked at it.
So you are in the clear then?
With my wrist slapped. The transport manager, me, must instigate more rigorous systems for fulfilling service obligations and daily checks.
Yeah, but you thought Chris was interfering with your system.
What? It's Chris Tate's fault.
Maybe. But we can't prove it, Mark. Look, these are right. If my systems were good enough, Chris wouldn't have been able to override them, even if he'd wanted to.
Yeah, but it's still all right, though, isn't it?
You know, an hour ago, I thought it was Christmas, my birthday, my first snog, all rolled into one. Now...
Dad?
OK. It's just now everything's up in the air, with these guys pointing the finger at me.
Yeah, but Mark's right. If they can't prove anything, you've got to move forward. Forget about it.
How? How do we do that? When I saw that letter from the police, yeah, I cheered. What was I thinking of? 4 people died on my patch, and they're still dead. People in the village aren't going to be happy with this. They're going to want someone to blame. And I know it sounds crazy, but I want someone to blame too.
Yeah, and that would mean accepting responsibility, blaming yourself. You don't want to do that, Sean.
Of course I don't want to do it. The thing is, I can't help it. That's how I feel.
Where did you get this from?
Village shop, I'm afraid. It's been a bit of a busy morning.
You should have rung me. I'd have brought some decent champagne from my cellar.
Don't worry, Laura. This little beauty would make cabbage water taste like a bottle of the finest 1990 vintage.
It isn't exactly a ringing endorsement of best practice, Chris.
Tate haulage is off the hook and Sean Reynolds has had his knuckles firmly wrapped. That's more than good enough for me.
Stop bickering about that boring old report. Stealing my thunder.
To the stud?
No. To a good result.
You make it sound like you've won some kind of game.
Did I say that?
Frankie's right. Getting this report isn't about scoring points.
People died.
People died. People died. I know people died. And we're all very sad about it, but according to this, not one of us here is responsible, including me. I think that's worth a glass of third-rate bubbly, don't you?
Just don't talk about it like it's something off the footer.
Life is about getting results. I didn't say anything about it being right or wrong or good or bad. All I'm interested in is what happens next.
That's probably how Pete felt when he tried to stop that lorry.
Please, can we stop arguing for 2 seconds?
I'm not arguing.
Well, you're certainly no closer to any kind of celebration of our new business venture. That is what we're here for, isn't it?
OK. How about success with a clear conscience?
I'll just settle for success.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that is extraordinary.
Tastes all right to me.
Excuse me.
Laura? Well, I'm sorry, Laura. But as an expert legal mind, you have to agree that, objectively speaking, that is not champagne. Oh, hello. Are you lost?
Emily, what are you doing here?
I hear there's a report about the truck that killed my husband. I'd like to read it if that's all right with you.
I'm sorry, Emily, but we're not obliged to show you anything.
Chris.
It's all right, Zoe. No, of course. You should read it. Well, go on, take it. You can have it. But I must warn you, it only says what I've been trying to tell you all along. If you want someone to blame, then you're looking at the wrong man. And that's official now.
Hello, Emily, love. You're home early.
Mrs. Windsor gave me the afternoon off.
Oh, something the matter?
What's that?
It's a report from the vehicle inspectorate.
What?
I got it from Home Farm. It's supposed to be confidential.
Confidential?
Not anymore. Kathy's made a copy of it.
It's about Pete's truck.
Does it say it about you?
Oh, give me a minute.
What does it say, Emily? Oi! I'm talking to you. Leave her alone.
Ken!
I can't take this in.
Well, it must say something.
Don't say out.
She's right. According to this, they don't reckon it was my fault. I'm in the clear.
I can't imagine what Emily said to Chris to get this out of him.
It's that young lady I'm worried about.
Oh, she's all right. There's more to her than any of us give her credit for.
Do you understand any of this, Kathy, love?
Yes. I understand that we've been well and truly kicked outside and hung out to dry. What do you make of it, Alan?
Well, perhaps it's an opportunity.
What do you mean?
Well, according to this, what happened was an unusual and unpredictable failure in the braking system. It was an accident. I know we all want to blame someone, but perhaps it's better this way, so we can put all the bad feeling behind us.
Alan, no one's blaming you.
But you can't imagine what it's like to wake up in the middle of the night thinking, was there something, anything I could have done to save those people? This tells me that there wasn't. There was nothing I could have done, or Pete could have done, or even Lisa. It was an accident.
There's no such thing as an accident, Alan. Things go wrong because people make them go wrong. I don't mean you. We know who those people are.
But not according to this report.
All this says is that it's too difficult to make anything stick. It's a cop-out. It's practically a cover-up.
You don't have any grounds for saying that.
Maybe not, but it's how I feel.
Just come over to the Woolpack. Believe me, Kathy, I feel frustrated too, but just let me buy everybody a drink and we'll see if we can't get this thing into perspective.
Perspective. Putting things into perspective is what people say when they want to stop you talking about something that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Just calm down.
No, Alan, you do what you like. I've got to think about what happens next. I am not giving up, no way.
Does it say anything about Butch?
Not as far as I can see.
Does it say out about Tate and Reynolds?
No. There's plenty of recommendations, but no, it's mainly about the truck.
My son dies. And this is all you have to say about it.
Did Kathy say anything else?
Emily.
There's no use talking to
I
her.
didn't think I'd be bothered. Everyone worrying and shouting about revenge. I've never had any time for it. What's the good of a lot of fussing and aggravation when the only man I'll ever love is dead and buried? But I were in the shop and that Miss Johnston from Tate Hallage, she were buying champagne. And I said, are you having a party? And then Kathy comes in and tells me they're not going to do anything.
Who aren't?
The police. No public inquiry. No prosecution. Nothing.
Talk about getting away with murder.
Ken?
The Tates. I meant the Tates.
I hope you did, lad.
At first I thought, maybe it's for the best. That's an end to it. Just think about Butch. Think about how much I loved him. Think about him laughing. And when I tried to think about him, he weren't laughing. He were dead. And then I saw Miss Johnston and Mr. Tate and Zoe at the stables, reading this and drinking champagne. And they were laughing. Excuse me.
Emily, no.
I'll go after her.
No, leave her.
Going after it.
That was my fault. I was just thinking about myself.
No, Lisa.
Oh, Zach.
You sure you won't stay a bit longer?
No, I've got to get up to the farm. I'll have a pile of work when Jack gets back from Hotland.
It's going all right then?
Yeah.
Jack treating you all right?
Look, I'll see you.
I'll be honest with you. I thought you'd be back here with your tail between your legs a week ago.
Oh, typical.
Look, hear me out, please.
Look, if you're going to start on at me...
I was wrong, Mark.
What?
I was wrong. You're making a go of it. It's like... well, it's like you've grown up.
That is so patronising.
None of it's true.
Look, if this is some creepy way of trying to get me to move back home, then you can forget it.
No. It's your life. You've got to make your own choices.
Yeah.
Well, go on. Shift yourself.
I'll see you later.
Emily! Emily! Say something! You're scaring me! Where are we going? Wait.
report about the truck that killed you. I thought you'd all like to hear it.
I'll tell you what, let's go in Woolley.
Shh, Sam! I won't keep you long, because there's not much of it.
Emily.
Do you want to hear this, Mr. Turner?
It's all right, Emily. I've read it.
I don't think so. Not really.
She's dead upset.
Do you want to hear this as well?
Emily? What's going on? What are you doing back here?
Page 1. No one died. No one important, anyway. No one worth mentioning. Page 2. No one's to blame. Page 3. No one cares. Pages 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all full of nothing! Conclusions. If you're a silly little girl who still cries herself to sleep 4 months after her husband were killed, then just pull yourself together!
Oh, Emily.
Come into the pub.
Get your hands off me! Yesterday, I was a little girl. Poor little Emily, waiting for the world to sort itself out, waiting for the pain to go away. Well, I've read the report, and I'm taking its recommendations.
Emily, please. I can understand how terribly upset you feel, but the fact is the law cannot be motivated by people's anger. That's what makes us a civilized society. And however painful it may be, we've got to take its recommendations.
Do we, Mr. Turner? Why should I believe you? Or them? Or anyone? You've all let me down. All of you.
Emily, Mr. Turner, we're only trying to help.
Okay. Then tell me, what am I supposed to do now? Tell me, what on God's dear earth am I supposed to do now?